is a place where the truth should be kept.
The arts and music scene really shows what people are about.
Share what's going on here in New York.
It makes you feel like a family.
Local art has a face that most people can relate to.
A community up here that sticks together.
Art is art.
Great potential with great artists, poets, singers, writers, directors, filmmakers. It's fantastic.
Everyone has a story to tell.
That moment, you have to capture that moment and share it with the rest of the world.
Showing something that maybe has not been seen before.
Without art, what good is life?
I am art. I've been art ever since I was born.
It really adds a great deal to our community.
We don't really need art to exist, but you need art to live.
Culture in Maine is important, and I think playing out is important, and playing open mics and playing wherever you can play. It's all about us all checking in with each other.
My name is Maya Gallen, Lamel's first time walking to school. Okay. It was Lamel's first day of walking to school. He was so happy. He was finally becoming a big kid. Before Lamel had left out, he waited for his friend Roger. They were going to school together. This is Roger. After Roger had came, him and Lamel were both stopped by Lamel's parents. That's their parents. They told them, both of them, they had to stop and look before crossing at any streets. They agreed they wouldn't, and they went out the door. They browsed the neighborhood, looking at the birds and cars that flew past. They were both stopped by one of Roger's neighbors, Miss Sally. She was very nice. She gave both of them lunch money, and she told them to watch for cars and always look before you cross the street. They accepted the money, and they had one more block to go until they got to school. Lamel and Roger had got to the corner of Wall Street and Broad Street. Roger had stopped to look both ways, but Lamel, he didn't stop. He panicked and ran across the street. A car was arriving to the turn, and when the driver saw Lamel, she made a sudden stop. The driver bumped against Lamel's hip a little, but it did not hurt him. He began to cry. The driver helped Lamel up, and he ran to the school. He knows now that this accident could have been way worse. So he knows now that he has to look both ways across the street. and that was a lesson learned. Mel's first time walking to school. Bazama Gallery.
Alright, this is my poem, I Dream of Us Together. I dream of us together, gazing into each other's eyes. And what is it we spot in there? Such a sweet surprise. Arms embrace, hearts race, lips gently meet, tongues touch, as we taste the sweet pleasure of love. You are so far away, and yet I feel so near. I caress and undress you. Your warmth chases away my fears. I know I have no right to love you, but I do. I will dream of your touch again tonight. I hope you will dream of mine too. This is my poem, Those Eyes I See. Those eyes I see, they plead to me. Needing my love, I feel it's not enough. To be with her is all I seek. Wanting to hold her whenever she's weak. Lonely she is, I must give her bless. And to lighten her path and rid her heart from wrath. At peace we can be, with love so strong, so together we're one. Then, this is one of my favorites, Human Spirits. You always remind me of your faith in people. Sometimes I have to think about it, then I agree. It's all we have, each other. We can get lost, then found. Friends, lovers, strangers, it's all possible. Thank you for never letting me forget. Gotcha.
We're gonna die. Get a hold of yourself, woman. Panicking isn't gonna keep us alive.
Oh my gosh. Here, Carrie, get a Snickers.
Why and when did kids send this?
Because you turn into a basket case when you're hungry. Don't worry about that. Better?
No, not really. Really, guys, focus. We're trapped in a city surrounded by flesh-eating zombies with no supplies and no means of transportation or communication.
Don't forget, we're also trapped in an old abandoned factory, also surrounded by flesh-eating zombies.
Yes, I almost forgot. Thank you for the reminder.
Okay, Carrie, so let me get this right. Spend your year working in a secret laboratory on a virus for reasons you weren't allowed to know, for people you never met, with other scientists you never talked to, and you never created an antivirus or cure?
Yep, sounds about right.
I'm done with you. Go sit in the corner.
Can we please start devising a plan to get the heck out of here? Because if you don't, we're going to become a 3-course meal for a bunch of living dead non-vegetarians.
Well, lucky for us, I have a plan to get us out of here.
You do?
Yes, I do. I'm the smart one, I think.
The smart one, I'm just having a full-on panic attack. What's your plan?
There's a secret tunnel running under this factory that will lead us out of the city. It was built for reasons unknown. According to the blueprints, we'll be here.
Reasons unknown. I don't care if it was built for Snowy the freaking snowman. Let's just get the heck out of here.
There's a small problem with that.
What kind of small problem?
You know the doors leading out of this room, the ones that we sealed up to keep this, so we call them living dead non-vegetarians out.
Yes, are you saying what I think you're saying?
If you're thinking that I'm saying that we have to go through one of those doors to get to the town, and I don't know which one, then yes, exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, let's go into a big abandoned factory in the middle of nowhere. That looks safe.
I wanted to go to the animal supply store in the mall, but no, that's too far a walk.
Hello, Spring Inkle here.
Oh,
What was that?
that's the sound of we're about to die if we don't get the heck out of here. Since when do you have a sword? I mean, what do you have in there? Santa's toy bag? Black magic?
What do I get?
Here's a stick.
Are you kidding me? What am I supposed to do with the stick? Hope that is not Facebook and I do not like it.
This is not happening.
You'll be fine.
Okay, so I'm just supposed to walk out there to what could very well could be my death with a stick.
You can do a lot of damage with a stick.
If I die, you better believe I'm coming back to haunt you.
Sorry to interrupt this adorable little conversation, but we kind of have a World War Z situation waiting for us right outside those doors.
Did you see what just happened? The disrespect.
Yes, now exactly how do we get to the tunnel?
According to the blueprints I found out of this factory, the way should be through that door.
What about the man and the zombies that are behind that door? Do the blueprints say anything about that?
All we need to do is quickly open the door and then make a run for it and keep running until we see a set of stairs. The stairs would lead us directly to the tunnel, but there's one small thing. The blueprints aren't completely well labeled. In order to know if it's the right door, it has to be marked with the red X.
So you mean you're telling me we're basically gonna have to play zombie roulette if that door isn't the right one?
Pretty much.
Let's start moving. We're not going to survive by just sitting here. This better work because if I die, I'm blaming you. Well, here goes nothing. Yep, wrong door. Pick again.
That one.
Wrong again.
Oh my gosh, can you pick a door that doesn't have a zombie behind it?
They all have zombies behind them.
Okay, this is the last door. This must be it. When I open it, prepare to run.
Do I finally get an actual weapon now? Am I just really gonna just use a stick?
Here.
What's this?
Another stick. Knock yourself out.
I hate you.
Okay, there's nothing.
Why didn't you pick that door in the first place?
I'm smart, but I'm not freaking psychic.
Well, this is the door, so let's go.
Am I the only one that finds this a bit strange?
No, but let's focus on finding the tunnel.
Please tell me that's not what I think it is.
If you're thinking that's the sound of me to run, then yes, that's exactly what you think it is.
Oh god. I can't do this in houses. What are you doing? I've been bidding, I'm bidding. Go on, save yourselves. I don't want you to see me like this.
Oh wow.
No, you must be brave.
Carrie, really? You scratched your leg on a pipe. You're not turning. Get up.
Oh.
Guys, I think I found the staircase, but it's locked.
Well, we'll just have to break the door down now, won't we?
You know we also could have just picked the lock.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Is it just me on these stairs and currently on me?
We're trapped in an old abandoned factory in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. Everything is ominous, okay? The tunnel should be right behind that door there.
Isn't this a part of the story where something jumps out at us right as we're about to go inside?
Yes, except this is reality, not a made-up story.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, and you sounded really creepy just now.
May God have mercy on you, sir. Yes.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. And this old world is a new world and a bold world for me. For me. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I feel so good. I feel so good.
Malaya. My favorite thing to write is poems. I am a Scorpio that is possessive for love. Love is an emotional feeling, a feeling that everyone loves. Love is happiness with someone or something that makes you happy. Happiness keeps everyone from stressing. Love is the best feeling that you could feel. When you feel at least by one person, you should feel very special. So stay loved and stay happy. If you don't have love or can't find love, let love find you. Everyone needs love or something to love. I love to be loved. Love is in me. Well, where else could it be? I'm a Scorpio that is possessive for love. I am love.
Ebony Wright, short story, taken, last 2 pages. I'm alone now. Haven't heard any movement for a while. Nothing but darkness, wherever this is. But at least I got used to the changing temperature. He painted the windows black so nobody can see me. But I chipped a small part so I can get a glimpse. However, I have to close my eyes whenever the door opens, or I get headaches. He always has a smile on his face. For some reason, he calls me Annie. But that's not even close to my name. Lib is my name, Liberty Brooks. Notice something else. He wears gloves. Maybe he did this before, but I think I've been here at least a year. It would get frostbite cold for a long time, then bloody nose hot for a while. Also, he would bring me sweet peaches once in a blue moon. That always makes me miss Mama and the boys. At least they were cold and juicy like the ones I used to sell in the market. Well, will I ever leave this place? He never lets me leave the basement for anything anymore. So he leaves supplies for me to use, a bucket and some tissues. The only time he comes down here is when the sky is a pretty pinkish orange. He keeps the door locked, but he forgot to lock it for once. This is my only chance. I slipped out the house and ran, no direction. I just needed to get away from this hellhole. My heart was pumping fast. My eyes were struggling to adjust. I heard his faint holler a few blocks away. I sped up. Anna! Anna, where are you? He yelled. I ducked behind a tree to catch my breath. Running slowly to a halt, my heart is about to jump out of my chest. I breathe heavily. Come out, wherever you are, he's saying in a creepy way. I heard his feet echo against the concrete. As he takes off yelling, quickly, I dash around a corner. When something knocks me off my feet hard, those hazel eyes with the monstrous smile. My eyes widen. I scream until I turned red. He covers my mouth. I hope you enjoyed the fresh air, he said with his knees on my chest. Crunch! He punched me square in the face. My nose stings and burns. Blood gushes out. Some drips down my throat, forcing me to cough right onto his cheek. I can feel the hot tears building up as I struggled to get free. Anger overtook him. He continued to punch me all over my body. No sound nor a decent breath is able to escape until the pain is too much to stand. I awake. He sits on the stairs staring. No words, just that stupid smile on his fugly face. You son of a bitch. Let me go, I scream. I lunge for him, but something was restraining me. Chains. He walked towards me, stopped just out of reach. What did you say, sweetheart? He asked. I looked into his cold-hearted eyes. Go to hell, I hissed. That's no way to talk to your father, he smiled. He chuckled on the way to the stairs. I started to cry. Will someone save me? Suddenly, there was a loud noise coming from upstairs. Then I heard multiple feet running around. The door was kicked in. Lights zipped across the room. A girl is found. Repeat, a girl is found. Copy? The end.
My name is Giselle Rodriguez, and I like free writing class. Okay, so it starts. I am one woman. I live my life each day challenging every emotion that runs through my body. I try to influence and prove to others that it's okay for them to be who they are. I am not perfect and to be labeled as perfection is not what I aim for. I aim for the world to open its minds. Let people be who they are and let dreams come alive. I am not a normal person. I do not look at the world from one perspective. Perfection is not in my name. My age is concealed by the wishes of staying young forever. I explore life. I live open. I enjoy being human. I look forward to the future, though I can see my downfalls that are ahead of me. I know what I want out of life, and I will get what is said to be mine. I believe every action has a reaction. If you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you. I actually love communicating physically and mentally. I am from a garden who never dies, who carries a sweet smell of friendship and love. I am Giselle Rodriguez. Perfection is not in my name. My perfection is being imperfect.
There is a room that's full of toys. There are 100 boys and girls. Nobody shouts or talks too loud. Not in my castle. There is
When I came here in junior year, it was very interesting. I mean, it was different from where I came from because the environment was very different. People were different. But yeah, it was just interesting all in all.
I came from Central, and I came here, I felt like I had more opportunities. I was able to enhance my leadership roles. I was able to do more with my student body. I'm vice president of student council and vice president of the senior class.
When I came here, it was a big culture shock because the way I learned was different from the way they did here. So I had things like accelerated reader that we had to read every book a week, and it wasn't really enforced here. But along the line, it did get better, and I got used to it, and I learned more. I'm McGelvin. I'm a senior at Helen Dustin Charter School.
I'm Teresa Lopez, and I'm a senior at Helen Thaxton Charter School.
I'm Ariana Brinkley Stephen. I'm a senior at Helen Thaxton Charter School.
Our senior year has been an experience. I would say good and bad. There's a lot of bad things that happened in the beginning since Helen Dustin is just a startup school and this is our first senior class. There has been a lot of complications because I would say that the school doesn't really know how to have a senior class per se. But they have gotten better. A lot of things have gotten done, even though there was a lot of mistakes. Things were fixed somewhat, and we're all about to graduate, so I'm happy for that.
Well, my senior year has been an experience. There has been good and bad. It's just how you take it day by day. You have to look at it as though, like, where am I going to go from here? How do I do this to get to where I want to be? I mean, it's had its ups and downs, but, you know, we've all been trying to work hard at what we do and just go from there.
For my senior year, it definitely has had its ups and downs, but in the end, I just look at it, how can it make me stronger? How can it make me into the younger woman that I want to be? And how can it make me a better person to go into higher education?
In our senior seminar class, which is taught by our guidance counselor, Ms. Jimenez, we had to do a project where we had to tell a 2-minute speech about ourselves and what we had been through in life. And a lot of our seniors have been through hard times, so it was hard to open up, but once everybody did, we kind of came closer together, and instead of being friends, we became a family.
My story would be the classes. When we started out, our classes were way different than what they are now. I don't think they were prepared for the class. Like we said earlier, they weren't really prepared for us. So our classes were just, it was different. And then in the middle of the year, they started changing our classes. And I think it just shifted it to us. I don't know, it was just hard for us to, you know, be in that class. And the seminar classes are just a waste of time.
My story would be our senior brunch. And it was a combination of bringing all the seniors together and bringing their families together and their parents to meet our guidance counselor and to see where we go from now. Because there was a lot of confusion. There was a lot of different scenarios going around of how graduation is going to look, how prom is going to look, how our diplomas are going to look. But when we had the senior brunch, we all got to be together. And like Herman said, we got to be more of a family. Even though it wasn't our whole senior class, we were all still together because we came together for the same reason. It was a nice day.
It has been really good to see people open up when they had such a hard shell and they weren't really talking to anybody, even their parents, and to see them open up to their fellow classmates and the teacher. It was really good.
Hi, my name is Jacob Rojas. Recently, I used to live out here when I was younger. At the age of 7, 8, I used to go to Lincoln Charter School for 3rd grade, then moved back to New York. After New York, I lived there ever since until my senior year, moved back here to
One experience I'll always remember from Helen Thaxton that's kind of set it apart from any other school I've ever been to is it's like a feeling of a family more than just a school. Everyone is together for the most part, and everyone gets along with each other and has a feeling of I'm gonna look out for my brother and I'm my brother's keeper in a certain way. I remember last year actually, my junior year, we had a week long. I guess during the PSSAs around this time, with Mr. Newman and Mr. Morris, we went on a week long. Well, not week long. We just went on field trips and different things out in the community for a whole week during the PSSAs, and we just went out and everyone really like grew together and like got to know different people that I hadn't spoke to since I first started the school, and just got to know different people. That helped me kind of feel more at home here. Like after that week, I felt like I could talk to more people. I felt like I was more comfortable here. I felt like I was with family, and it was a unique experience because at other schools you don't get those kind of experiences. Like everyone's just going there to get their education, while here you're getting their education, but you're also building relationships with people.
Now, I say I experienced a lot of things in Helen Thaxton. I experienced a lot of seniors helping out, a lot of middle school students, they mentoring middle school students, they opening clubs for students that need to complete extra hours. This school is very helpful. They like to bring everybody together as one. They like to have everybody together as they were a family. So my experiences in this school is very unique, and I would like to stay on task with the experience and experience more.
I've applied and been accepted to Rochester Institute of Technology, so that's where I will be attending coming August, and my major is going to be game design and development, because I've been wanting to do that since I was 7. I'm going to go there and study that, and hopefully after I graduate from college, I'll be starting my own video game design company. I'm not going to release the name.
After I graduate, I just plan on going to college for nursing. And that's it.
I plan on to go on to higher education. I've been accepted to 5 schools and I still haven't made a choice yet.
After I graduate Helen Thaxton, my plans are going into the work field, maybe collect a little more money for my tuition, maybe head on to college within a year or so. And after that, hopefully everything will go on great as I plan.
I've been accepted to Kutztown, Mansfield, Temple, of Harrisburg, Hack, Towson, and I really haven't decided where I want to go yet, but I plan to go into political science as my major wherever I go, and hopefully after that I get accepted into a law school and I can get into the criminal justice field and hopefully help people out that I know are in bad situations or situations of unfair justice or unfair punishment. So hopefully my experiences I've had here at Helen Thaxton can shape me to go into that field and go into the world.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, Yeah, it's pretty clear, I ain't no size 2, but I can shake it like I'm supposed to do. I got that boom boom that all the boys chase. All the right jump in all the right places. I see the magazine working that Photoshop. You know that stuff ain't real. Come on now, make it stop. If you got beauty, just raise them up. 'Cause every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. Yeah, my mama, she told me don't worry about your size. She said toys like a little more booty to hold at night. Oh, that booty. No, I won't be no stick figure silicone Barbie doll. So if that's what you're into, then go ahead and move along. Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, Hey, I'm bringing booty back. Go ahead and tell them.
Keyshawn, last name, Riley. My favorite type of poem, or whatever to write, is free write. My poem is called I Am a Brother. I am black and I am proud. I am a black brother. I live through you as we live through each other. My brothers and my sisters, I say, this is not the time for me to play. I am distinguished, I am like a rare silver coin. This is my movement of peace and I hope you can join. Who is my father? I shall not know, but that is my motivation for me to go. This city I live in needs something. I don't understand, but people is getting killed over nothing. But me, I make my way, dodging through traps, just waiting to see what's going to come upon me next. Me, yes me, I don't rep no side. Me, yes me, I want my black brothers and sisters to rise. Me, yes me, I live through my mother. Me, yes me, I am a black brother.
Well, hello there, it's me with how it's gonna be. Settle down and listen up, Lord. The old hatter is gone, but the hat must go on. Word by me, is that understood? So shut up and hold the line while I redefine how the song will be mine. I have a dream. It's got a full head of steam.
What is true, what is not, come out change in a shot. People me, I couldn't care less. 'Cause in 2 seconds flat, living under my hat is the strategy for success. I will look the other way when you wanna play something more than croquet. Catch my drift, a little less than all gift. I'm the Mad Hatter. Come and follow me, this is it. The Mad Hatter. All you gotta do is submit. And if you don't, my friend, well then in the end there'll be nothing left to be fed. Know what I mean? When you're facing the queen. Lowercase double space, everyone gets a taste of the brand new letter. I bet but to torches to make them reiterate. You must first put me in command. I'm the wonder, understand. Under Wonderland, will the reins in my hands. I'll do the rest. As soon as you acquiesce, I'm the Mad Hatter. Oh, a little bit more. So crazy. The Mad Hatter. Giving you what you're looking for. I'm the fastest race for the choice you face. I'm the fastest rat in the race. See the queen. The history guillotine. There is nothing I won't do. There is nothing too taboo. I will lie. She lies. I will cheat. She cheats. I will track you down and then hit the lead too sweet. So sweet let me repeat. Let me repeat. I'm the Mad Hatter. Eventually just like so young. The Mad Hatter. More than just a hat with a blade. I know you belong the right kind of wrong, and I'll still be going real strong. The bottom line is everything will be fine. When all of it is gone, it's gonna be so divine. When all of this will be mine.
I'm Kiyoshi Bolton. The smell of burning flesh and iron fill my nostrils. Shots of plasma and missiles can be seen and heard for miles. My hands covered in blood and oil, these images and sensations are burned into my mind. The screams of my mother as she and the rest of my family were eviscerated, then burned with the others in town paralyzed me in fear. I heard metallic footsteps approach me from behind, but I was too scared to move. I felt something grab the back of my neck before everything became pitch black. When I woke up, I was with a group of armed men and some survivors from my town. Since that day, I've just dedicated my life to finding a way to annihilate all of those monsters. I promised myself in 9 years, when I turn 18, that I would join a rebellion to avenge my family and humanity. Let's see. My eyes open wide and I cover my ears as the morning horn is blown next to me. After I shake off my daze, I look up to a tall, tan man in an old dark green jumpsuit with heavy black boots. He stares back at me with fire in his eyes and breathes deeply. Get off your ass, it's time to work. The muscled man's voice rings my ears just as much as the horn did. I quickly stand up and grab my equipment as I rush past the roaring man to the group waiting for me outside. I look around the mostly barren settlement to find a spot in formation until a girl waves me over to one next to her. I jog my way over and stand as the loud man came out and began to explain everyone's duties. I lean towards the girl that waved me in. "Thanks so much for waking me up," she smirks. "No problem. How was your date with Reyes?" That guy must have a giant voice box or something. He nearly causes my brain to explode with that yelling of his. I shake my head. "Ha, well, you know it's your fault on every occasion." Yeah, whatever, I'll get you back for this." She snickers and jabs my side with her elbow playfully. "Just try it." And then we skip ahead to blah blah blah. I find a table and use it to stand back up. My thoughts are interrupted by a faint voice on the other side of the room. I wince up my fleshy knee and look my way over to it. The voice gets louder as I get closer to the source of the light. What appears to be a spherical object lays on top of what used to be a containment tube, I'm guessing. The voices are shouting in my head at this point, and the light from the object is pulsating fast. As if by instinct, I grab the orb and hold it in my hand when suddenly the moonlight turns into an intense crimson haze. My body then begins to glow as well, and the pain I feel afterwards seems all too familiar. My ears bleed, my mouth pukes up bile, and my eyes feel as though they would pop out of my head. I shut my eyes tight until the pain stops. I open my eyes to chaos around me, people running in fear, and fire burning everything around. My body quivers at the horror of this familiar scene until I feel a warm and wet sensation in my hands. When I look down, tears run down my face and depression takes me over. The woman who had taken care of me was now lifeless in my palms with her body half gone, with the others scattered around me. "No, not again. I don't want to relive this," I scream in my mind. The sound of metallic footsteps coming my way from behind sends me into a shock, and I can no longer speak nor move. I sit helpless as the murderer of my friends and family walks towards me to have me join them. "I don't want to die, please." Hey. See, I don't want to die. Please, somebody help me. That's the only thing that runs through my mind as I am picked up by the back of my neck.
My name is Adriana Fritz, and my favorite type of creative writing is poetry. Okay. I am strong-hearted. I am brave. I am human and perfect in my own way. I am happy. I have felt pain. I believe there is a reason for everything. I am a soul with a story unknown even to me. I am a friend. I am a daughter. I am a sister. I am me. I write in between the lines. I dream of a future I will see in time. I am a flower growing strong with each passing day, a heart with love that will never fade.
Mackenzie and and then nonfiction writing. I'm not good at poetry. I'm much better at geometry. Not like I was before. A better writer, a great sister. Like Batman, the defender of Gotham, I learned to deal with people more than I used to. Little better at basketball, not the way my dad was. Grew mature and ready for life, not gonna put up a fight, going to get my life right. A great student, not alone in the world. Courageous like my mom, not a sad person anymore.
Shine it
inside just because. We live in a city that has no love. Every time I open the paper, it's another young teenage brother that's going to jail, being killed or hurt, another funeral at another church. Over senseless violence and foolish pride, the city that's only 5 miles wide, and we claim sides of towns and blocks. How many kids have to die before this stops? If a man with a gun takes another life, one dead, one jail, so we really lose twice. Instead of rising to the top, we're going under. The deceased are getting younger, and sometimes I feel so scary to see a little girl with a little baby, and she don't even know how to survive. Age in the black community is between the ages of 15 and 25. I'm so mad I feel like crying. Truth and reality is our kids are dying. I want to reach you the best way I know how to, let you know your life has value. Because we lack education and that ain't cool, but they'll build another jail before they build another school. It's time for us to use our brains. Doesn't this hurt so bad it makes you want to change? When juveniles are being tried as adults, you can go to jail and accept the result. Because if you go to jail, yeah, your peoples will miss you, but after a while they forget you because they ain't there with you. So instead of being thugged out, let's flood the city and pour some love out. Not asking anybody to be perfect, but 20 years for $20 is really ever worth it. So today I challenge you to do some things that make the people proud of you. Because it's time for a York revolution. Not just our baseball team, but a solution. For those that fall next in line, we at the bottom of the hill, but we still gotta climb. God knows there's a better way. Because tomorrow's a reflection of yesterday. When you look in the mirror, who do you see? Is it that person you really want to be? If not, make a change because we all go through. This is just spoken word. But who am I talking to? Is it you?
Not my son. I'm paying this child support this month, but next month it's gonna be a struggle.
My name is Dominique Foraker, and these are 3 poems from my many poems. This one's called Here's to the Kids. Here's to the kids who try their hardest to be good enough for everyone, who spend hours reading random quotes to find the right one to fit their exact mood, who listen to the same song stuck on repeat because the lyrics mean a lot to them, who deserve a hell of a lot more than what they actually get and are willing to fight for what they want. And for all the kids who wished upon a star, wasted on someone that never truly cared. To the beautiful people who may be surrounded by many people, but still feel lonely in their hearts, who go day by day not knowing what tomorrow brings. This is for the kids who have struggled with depression and loneliness for what feels like an eternity, but still seem to put a smile on their face. This is for the kids who are looking for love in all the wrong places. This is for the kids who couldn't be saved. This next one's called The Scars. The scars that cover your body and mind don't mean that you've lost the game. They mean that you are strong enough to live in this hateful world. That you're strong enough to make known to everyone that you're not scared to stand up for what is right. No matter how deep you've cried, no matter how deep it cuts. You have to keep yourself on track and remember that the storms don't last forever. It's the calm before the storm and the sunshine after the rain. The tides will take over and everything will be okay. Eventually you will be at peace and you will feel no pain. Don't give up just yet. You'll see the beauty in the world and you will understand. Next one's called Misguided Ghost. I think we as living, breathing human beings aren't even consciously aware of our existence most of the time. We float around like lifeless ghosts from one dull place to another, fading into the background and just hoping for something more. We yearn to break free from the inescapable cycle of monotony. We just don't know how. We continue to make nothing of ourselves. We're like faded background music. We don't belong and we don't understand why. We will never truly get to the point of what it means to be alive if we continue on this same day-to-day track. Start today and tomorrow will be different.
Excited about this. I love the atmosphere, and I just want to know more about it.
I see it evolving, changing, growing, and I like it.
It's fleeting. Once it happens, once a song comes out, once a poem comes out, it'll never come out the same.
Some of the culture in Maine is documenting what's going on in a way that will have that lasting staying power.
It just breeds healthy growth. It's a necessity. It's a necessity, yes.